There comes a moment in every person's life when they realize something painful. It's not the world that drains them. It's people who take and take until there is nothing left inside. You've met them, the ones who twist your words, guilt-trip you, use your kindness against you, pull your emotions like strings, and leave you feeling exhausted, confused, and unsure of your own worth. But what if you could become someone whose energy cannot be stolen, someone whose boundaries are strong, quiet, and unbreakable? The Stoics lived among emperors, critics, enemies, and manipulators. Yet they guarded their inner peace, with wisdom that still works today. Imagine living with that strength. Imagine protecting your energy without fear or guilt. In 2025, emotional manipulation has become harder to detect and easier to fall victim to. People no longer drain you with loud arguments or open hostility. They drain you quietly, through guilt, through silence, through subtle pressure, through emotional expectations that you never agreed to carry. And the result? A silent kind of anxiety. You wake up already tired because someone else's emotions are living in your mind. You replay conversations, trying to understand what you did wrong. You apologize for things you didn't even do. You carry responsibilities that were never yours. Meanwhile, toxic people have become skilled at looking innocent while causing damage. They hide behind, "I was just joking. You're too sensitive. I thought you cared. After everything I've done for you." Your energy drains slowly, not because you are weak, but because you were never taught how to build boundaries without feeling guilty, and in a world that glorifies constant availability. Instant replies, emotional labor, social pressure. You end up feeling stretched thin, afraid to say no, and confused about where your peace even went. This is the modern problem. People take more than they give, and you suffer in silence because you don't want to disappoint anyone. Stoicism offers a different way, a path where your peace is protected, your boundaries are respected, and your energy belongs to you again. The ancient Stoics lived in a world full of power games, manipulation, ego battles, and emotional pressure, yet they remained mentally steady because they understood one truth: you cannot control how others behave. You can only control what you allow into your inner world. Marcus Aurelius dealt with senators and generals who constantly tried to influence him, yet he wrote daily reminders to himself to stay centered, grounded, and emotionally independent. Seneca said that we suffer more from our reactions than from the actions of others. Epictetus taught that manipulators only succeed when we abandon control over our own thoughts. Musonius Rufus believed that your character, not your circumstances, decides your peace. Zeno lost everything in a shipwreck, yet he used that loss to build an inner philosophy that no one could take away. The Stoics saw emotional manipulation for what it is: a disturbance coming from outside your mind. And outside problems do not have the power to shake you internally unless you give them permission. Think of your mind like a house. People may knock on the door, shout from the windows, or try to step inside, but you decide who enters. A manipulator only has power if you keep inviting them in. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If something external disturbs you, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your judgment about it." Meaning, their behavior does not control you. Your interpretation does. And interpretations can be changed. Stoicism is not about cutting people off. It is about learning to stand so firmly within yourself that no guilt, pressure, or emotional twisting can move you. It is the philosophy of inner ownership, where your mind is your territory, your peace is your responsibility, and your boundaries become unshakable. There was a woman named Leora who was known for her kindness. Everyone admired her calm nature, her patience, her willingness to help. But beneath her gentle attitude lived a tired heart, one drained by people who took advantage of her silence. Among them was someone she trusted deeply, a longtime friend named Evan. Evan never shouted, never insulted, never acted like a villain, but he mastered a quiet form of manipulation. Whenever Leora set a boundary, he said, "Wow, I thought you cared about me." Whenever she couldn't do something for him, he replied, "I guess I just don't matter to you." Whenever she needed space, he became distant and cold, until she apologized for things she didn't even do. Every part of her life felt heavier because of him. One evening, after canceling her own plans, just to comfort Evan over a tiny inconvenience, Leora sat alone, feeling completely drained. She searched online for guidance and stumbled onto a quote by Epictetus: "No person is free who is not master of themselves." She felt those words pierce straight through her exhaustion. In that moment, she realized she wasn't being kind. She was being controlled. Her emotions were being pulled like strings by someone who knew exactly how to twist them. The next time Evan tried to guilt-trip her, Leora paused. She breathed, and she said something she had never said before. "I care about you, but I won't let guilt decide my actions anymore." Evan was surprised. He pushed harder. He said she was selfish, uncaring, distant. But this time, Leora did not collapse. She remembered the Stoic teaching: if it is not yours to carry, put it down. She didn't argue. She didn't explain. She didn't justify. She simply held her boundary, calmly, firmly, quietly. For the first time, she protected her energy, without feeling guilty. In the weeks that followed, Leora became clearer, lighter, more grounded within herself. She realized something powerful. Manipulators lose their influence the moment you stop surrendering your peace. Her life didn't change overnight, but her inner life did. And once that shifted, everything else followed. Stoic boundaries are not loud, dramatic, or aggressive. They are quiet, stable lines that protect your energy and preserve your peace. Here are 5 Stoic rules that help you deal with emotional manipulators. 1. The circle of control rule. Manipulators gain power when you try to control their emotions. Stoicism teaches you to focus only on what is yours. You control your reactions, your decisions, your boundaries, your effort. You do not control their approval, their expectations, their emotional responses. Real example: someone gets upset because you said no. Their feelings are their responsibility. Your boundary is yours. 2. The pause before emotion rule. Manipulators want a fast, emotional reaction. A pause takes away their advantage. Real example: they say, "I guess I can't depend on you." Instead of explaining or defending yourself, you pause and respond calmly. This breaks the emotional trap. 3. The separation of fact and story rule. Manipulators turn simple moments into guilt-filled stories. Stoicism helps you separate truth from distortion. Fact: you couldn't meet today. Story: you don't care about me. Stoic shift: the fact is neutral, the story is manipulation. 4. The self-respect boundary rule. Stoicism teaches that dignity is non-negotiable. A calm no is more powerful than a long explanation. Real example: someone repeatedly crosses your limits. You say, "I'm not comfortable with this." No anger, no guilt, just clarity. 5. The emotional ownership rule. Stoics take responsibility only for what belongs to them. They do not carry emotional weight that isn't theirs. Real example: a manipulator withdraws affection to control you. Instead of chasing them, you think, their feelings belong to them. My peace belongs to me. This single shift can save years of emotional exhaustion. Stoic boundaries are not about controlling others. They are about choosing how you show up, what you allow, and how deeply someone's behavior can affect you. When practiced daily, these rules build a mind that cannot be manipulated, a mind that stands firm, calm, and free. Let me ask you gently, how many times have you given away your peace just to keep someone else comfortable? You didn't do it because you were weak. You did it because you cared, because you didn't want conflict, because you wanted harmony, because you hoped kindness would be returned. But think of your energy like a candle. If you let others take flame after flame, just to keep them warm, one day you'll be left in the dark. And you deserve light too. Stoic boundaries are not walls. They are windows with locks. They still allow love, care, connection. But they prevent emotional theft. You are not responsible for carrying anyone else's guilt, fear, anger, or expectations. You are responsible only for your own peace. And even if someone has made you feel like protecting your energy is selfish, remember this truth. You matter too. Your well-being matters. Your emotional safety matters. Your inner calm matters. And it is not only okay, it is necessary to protect it. In the end, Stoic boundaries are not about rejecting people. They are about returning home to yourself. A home where your peace is guarded, your energy is respected, and your worth is not determined by how much you tolerate. The world is full of voices that pull, push, twist, and take. But you can choose a different path. A path where you respond with clarity, not guilt, where you act from intention, not fear, where you protect your inner space, as carefully as the Stoics did. When you stop allowing others to invade your emotional world, you finally discover something powerful, a quiet strength that has always been inside you, a strength that no manipulator can touch. So walk forward with calm confidence. Let your boundaries be firm and gentle. Let your energy be sacred. And let your inner peace be something that no one, no matter who they are, can take away. Your energy is yours. Your peace is yours. Your life is yours.